All right, what's going on, y'all? Today we're gonna look at this 4 Extra and Adam22 situation. I've been hearing a lot about it, and I thought it would have died down by now. I thought this would be dead. This happened back in July, but apparently it's still going on, and we got some new updates for y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. And the video is by Poetic Flacco, titled 4 Extra wants to break Adam22 jaw. Dang. All right, let's get to it.
Adam22 is really upset and wants to fight 4 Extra after 4 Extra's first interview, breaking down exactly what took place when he almost lost his hand on July 4th.
Why would I go back to that's on the internet talking about me? You get up there with my enemies, talk about my hand, talk about me, laugh like it's funny? I would have broke your jaw. What do you mean? I looked at you as a friend.
I challenge you, 4 Extra, to a fade. I'll see you in the ring.
Challenging a man with one hand to a fight is kind of nuts and kind of crazy, but I don't.
And if you don't know, to keep you up, basically 4 Extra blew up his hand with a, I was about to say rocket launcher, with a firework. And Adam22 was talking about it on the show, and they started making jokes, and Adam22 laughed. 4 Extra's mad at it, understandably. I
think that's going to be the easy fight that Adam think it is. I think 4 Extra will give Adam a run for his money, even with one hand. But during this interview with Cam Capone, 4 Extra broke down exactly how he lost his hand, how many fingers he got left, how he almost died at the hospital. He had multiple seizures at the hospital. He was very terrified. He didn't wake up from anesthesia. He broke down the entire experience. And then while breaking down the entire experience, he did a list of people who was loyal, and then broke down his relationship with Adam and No Jumper and how No Jumper and Adam was disloyal to him and cruel to him. And that's what Adam has a problem with. One of the biggest takeaways from this interview is how fast lies spread in LA. Because when this 4 Extra incident happened, there was a lot of people giving a report from like a firsthand point of view. There was a lot of people feeding the media all the information because they were apparently there when it happened. And from this firsthand information and from people who were there, we essentially put together the story, and the story that essentially became a de facto fact across LA and across LA media was that 4 Extra was throwing fireworks out the window. He lit one firework while he was in the vehicle with his homie, and he was throwing it out the driver's side of the window while he was in the passenger side. And, he didn't throw it fast enough, and, the firework essentially blew up his hand in the car, and then half his homie face got blew up. And that was essentially the story. Come to find out, that was 100% a lie, and none of that is true. And 4 Extra actually broke down exactly what happened. And, his version is actually like more realistic. I don't know how we believe the fact that 4 Extra was lighting up fireworks in a vehicle. And instead of throwing it out his window, he threw it out his homie window and blew up his homie's face in his hand.
Up, bounce out, jump out, everybody going up and shit. While we all going up and shit, boom, we going up, and boom, people popping fireworks. I pop the trunk. So we get the mother skyrocket, the ones that go in the sky, boom, boom, bro, killers. We get the lightning. I saw lightning trying to hold that my thing. Boom, motherfucker, take off.
I see a video of you running down the street. That shit's crazy.
I'm holding the boom, boom, so we light them. But
you were pressuring fools with those
but we
fireworks.
got all type of shit though. I got so much shit. I got half a sticks of dynamite. I got so much shit. So boom, I'm doing big shit I'm doing shit like it's like canisters that.
I can't find myself laughing at somebody because unless they was like my total op or whatever, but I ain't finna laugh at nobody if they blow their hand off with a firework. That's traumatic. That's terrible.
I know if you see the videos like canisters, like big ass containers, that's explode like a bomb and shit. So the homie's like, damn, stop grabbing them in your hand, lighting them up. It's like, don't stop doing that extra. It's like, them gonna blow up. So we having so much fun, so many people, and I'm doing it in my homie hand. I'm like, stop. I'm going up. We just going up. It's like, now it's like 10 something, and we going up. It's early in the morning. It's like, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my 1st July that I'm celebrating. I'm happy as a. So boom, I'll run over here. When I come over here, I look right here in this spot right here. This spot right here.
Actually right here where
it was right here. There, homies. It's right here. So I look, I come from that way. When I come, I see it on the ground. It was like half a stick like dynamite. It's like a half a stick of dynamite. So I grabbed it and it had a short stem like that. Like it was lit already, but it didn't explode. So I picked it up.
Damn.
I picked it up right here. And when I picked it up right here, boom, I told my homie, hey, come here. And when I told my homie, come here, my my homies all over here, gang of us come right here. I'm like, light that motherfucker. The homie screaming like, hell no. I'm telling my homie, light that motherfucker. My homie telling me like, hell no, hell no. And I said, and that's all I remember.
Right.
That's all I remember when it was right here, and I'm telling him light it, and he kept saying no. That's all I remember, bro. That's all I remember. And the last time I said, light that, and he said, hell no. And I said again,
It must suck to lose. I mean, it sucks to lose either one of your hands, but if you right-handed, which most people are, it must suck to lose your right hand. Like, that's my writing hand. Like, that would really suck. But then again, my left hand, like my left arm is like my stronger arm. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know. Let me know if that's the same for y'all, if y'all right-handed or left-handed or vice versa, whatever. But I don't know. Both of them would suck.
all I remember. And then I woke up over here.
Obviously.
Right here, that's where I woke up at.
This interview took place months ago, I believe 2 months after the incident, but 4Extra told him not to drop it because he still wanted to seek out a $50,000 deal for his first interview back. But they were finally able to drop it, I think, after 4Extra realized that he's probably not going to get the $50,000 that he was hoping for. But this interview, when it first started off, I thought much of the same. It didn't really appear that 4Extra changed all that much. But as the interview progressed, you really saw a different side of 4Extra. Like when he was like detailing exactly what took place in the hospital, he was on the verge of tears. Like I never thought I'd ever see 4Extra like this because 4Extra, his entire persona is superhuman. Like he's Superman, right? He's indestructible. He's the only guy who could catch 20 Fays back-to-back in county jail and not be tired or winded at all. So the fact that he kind of showed a more humane side, I kind of wish that he dropped this a little sooner because it would have kind of prevented what we began to see happen, which is 4Extra, become a meme. People was joking on the situation. You didn't really see too much empathy or sympathy for 4Extra when this incident happened.
I guess I went out, but when I came back to it, I guess I passed out and came back to it. I went into shock. The doctor said it was shock when I.
Hey, he sound like he about to cry. This is interesting to see with 4Extra, but I mean, it's a big moment. He was about to die and he ain't got no fingers. He's got like a pinky left or something. So I mean, I get it.
And I locked up. I started shaking. Yeah. And then I just seen the doctor later on down the road, I found out he was saying get me to the emergency room. Give me, we'll get him to right now. We got a surgery right now. We losing him. That's what the doctor told me later on. I started locking up, I guess. I went into shock because they said I lost so much blood. Mm-hmm. So I lost so much blood. I lost so much blood. I went into shock and it caused me to go into shock and start locking up and
I went into shock and it caused me to go into shock.
So I just see, I'm seizuring and I just see lights and they running. And he running me into the thing.
Why do I forget this dude's name? Why am I forgetting his name? I watched plenty of his videos. Trap Lord Ross. Why is Ross over here I mean, I know why he's doing it, but at the end of the day, he really don't care. He don't care. He's trying to get that content. He don't care at all. He's over there yeah. Okay.
And I could just see as a thing, what's the name? I slow down. I'm seizuring, and slow down. And I went out, and when I went out, I don't know how long I went out for. I just know I woke back up, coming to it. There was a lot of people around me. Mm-hmm. Both of my hands was wrapped up. Mm-hmm. Both of them was wrapped up. This one was wrapped up to here. This one was wrapped up to here. My face was wrapped. And I looked around and there was so many people. It was my sisters.
This really put things into perspective for me. Obviously somebody losing, their fingers, all their fingers except for their pinky and half their thumb in a firework incident is traumatic, of course. Obviously, right? Anyone would take it hard. But it really crystallized seeing exactly how hard he took it, seeing how traumatized he is, seeing how to this day, even speaking about it, brings him to tears. It's kind of crazy for me to admit this, but this really crystallized why 4Extra wanted to beat up Adam and
like
really
that word
put
so
hands
much?
and feet on Adam about 5
Crystallized.
months ago. Because when 4Extra made it known that he didn't like that Adam was bringing on his enemies and asking them about his hands while he was still recovering, I just kind of thought, I mean, like, did you expect any different? Like, there's no track record, there's no history of No Jumper doing the opposite. I mean, if they're bringing on people you don't like, they're going to ask them about your hand and you blowing it up because those are going to get the most views. But just seeing how traumatized he is, seeing how this really affected him even to this day, you kind of understand why he hates Adam and why he hates No Jumper so much. Now, the dude on your far right with the hat in this clip next to Whack 100, he's actually somebody who came on No Jumper while 4Extra was recovering and went viral for a...
Before he gets to introducing Whack 100, I will say that this is a strange situation because it seems like 4Extra saw Adam as a real friend and not just a business partner. And the thing is, from the stuff that I've heard about Adam, though, he does tend to give off that, like, hey, I'm your friend. And he probably says it like, oh, I'm your bro. I'm your homie. Woo, woo, woo. I'll look out for you. Blah, blah, blah. And he treats relationships with his guests or artists or whatever as if they are friendships. But then if something happens, he always backs down and says like, oh no, it's just this business relationship. And so he kind of has this reputation of doing this. And that's not cool to really do. You should kind of just make it clear about what your relationship status is with any type of person. But then also for 4Extra, I don't see, like, he should almost, like, I think Flacco just said this. You should kind of almost expect that they're finna talk about it and, you know, make some content on it, which is probably going to include some jokes. But at the same time, even with that, even if you expect them to behave the way they're doing, because they're No Jumper, of course they're going to do it. I would, if I was 4Extra, I would still be mad if he was laughing at me because I blew off my hand. I mean, I can't even lie. I'd still be mad, but there's only so much you can do about it. Like, I'd just be mad. I'd probably just be like, hey man, screw them, forget them, whatever. It's done with. I wouldn't be trying to, like, you know, come at them or whatever. But I don't know. They probably have their own reasons.
Saying he beat up 4Extra while he was in county jail. The clip of him talking about beating up 4Extra, I think, did about 100,000 views. So talking about 4Extra at that particular time was pretty big business. It was pretty lucrative. Now, I think during that same interview, he was asked how he believes that 4Extra losing his hands would affect his county jail phase when he go back to county jail, which to me is kind of a crazy question to ask. I think the question was proposed, do you feel like his enemies will have mercy on him now that he has one hand?
Have you and 4Extras began to, have you had a conversation with him about, well, we know why he mad, but.
Why did he just adjust this man's stuff on his desk? He probably got some OCD. What was that?
But is he like this?
We spoke Friday.
He done with No Jumper?
Friday we spoke for like 3 minutes. Then Monday I tried to call him.
He was trying to mollywop you. I laughed at that.
Not specifically,
Bullshit.
but when I was listening to his tone on
What'd
the
he tell you?
phone,
He
I
said,
was
"Come
like,
up here?"
because I'm just not used to like the people that
Did
I
he tell
have
you
on
to
my
come up here?
He told me to meet him at the studio. I'm not used to like anybody
think
trying to be on some scary shit or some tough shit with me. Like,
What is
you know,
wrong with
I
you,
just
bro?
I don't normally have to deal with it. So
I'm just, hey, homie,
I was
you
a
want
little
a new
taken aback.
sweatshirt and a new bedroll? Come on to the laundry room.
Hey, man, they got it for you. You don't need to go to the 6,000 floor.
Hey, yo, when you said that,
what?
when you, I swear to
That's
God,
a back
because you
door.
were talking, you were like, yeah, I talked to 4Extras, using to your white boy shit, right? Talking to 4Extras, he was like, yeah, just come up to the studio, we're going to talk about it. Come up here right now, I'm telling myself, he finna beat your ass. You finna be the one he
But
claimed he
hold on.
whooped your
He
ass
didn't
with
even
the
warn
left
you.
hand.
Adam, he didn't even warn you, huh? Did he tell you that 4Extra was going to beat your even tell you that.
No, this is
We're
for-
talking about
that-
four
that-
extra.
Told him,
What
come
the
up
hell
to
are
the
you talking
studio.
about?
Look, he telling Adam, you have my ops up there, and you asking them, you asking my ops, cuz how they feel about the firecracker in my head. But listen, Adam, come up to the studio right now. Come up here right now. I'm telling myself, Adam don't even realize what's going on.
Maybe Adam understands it now.
Adam needs to be careful because he's messing around with gangbangers and messing around with their ops, bringing them onto his platform that he just had the other side come to. That's a dangerous, sticky situation out there. I think they're in LA, but they go hard out there in LA. He playing with fire. It only takes one. It only takes one. I said that in one of my other videos. It only takes one, and then it's over with.
But at the time, I don't think Adam really understood or even believed how hurt 4Extra really was, because when Adam spoke about the situation, he kind of spoke about it as, well, the only thing stopping 4Extra from coming back and doing a no jumper interview is 4Extra wants us to pay him $50,000. So Adam didn't really take into consideration that the op thing was happening. I think Adam kind of thought, well, if we have $50,000 to give 4Extra, he would come back, so he can't be that hurt about the situation. But he was hurt. And I'll be real, looking back and just watching what you're about to watch in terms of the 4Extra clip talking about Adam and no jumper at that time, I'll be real. If Adam would have offered 4Extra the $50,000, I don't think he would have taken it anyway, right? Because at that time, when Adam spoke on the situation, Adam kind of called 4Extra ungrateful and said that 4Extra, kind of did him dirty because they already had a contract in place. The 4Extra would do a certain amount of content per month. So now that he blew up his hand, he's now trying to charge or tax no jumper $50,000 to come back. Adam even said that he don't know if a similar contract that 4Extra had at no jumper will still be on the table if 4Extra want to come back.
So listen, if 4Extra wants to go get his money somewhere, by all means. Will that affect negotiations as far as how his future on no jumper looks? Probably, yeah.
I'm just pointing out that I could see why 4Extras would be upset.
4Extra is welcome to take bad business and financial advice from whatever one-armed crackhead like Charleston White that he wants to. That's totally fine.
4Extra didn't really respond back at the time. He kind of stayed quiet, but now he's responding back, okay? 4Extra did the interview with Cam Capone. Now, Cam Capone was slow cooking his interview, rolling it out very slowly, but we finally got a response to Adam from 4Extra. And let's just say, 4Extra started off this interview pretty passionate, God-fearing. Towards the end, 4Extra let it be known that when he sees Adam, he's breaking his jaw.
This ain't breaking me.
Nothing.
This ain't holding me down.
Real.
That's why I showed you. That's why I took it off.
Facts.
Because I'm a real Ain't nothing gonna break me. The only thing to break me is myself. God. And God didn't break me. He put me back on earth to break you. I ask all the time, when you going back to no jumpers? Nigga, I ain't going back. I ain't no going back. Why would I go back to that's on the internet talking about me? You get up there with my enemies, talk about my hand, talk about me, laugh like it's funny? I would have broke your jaw. What do you mean? I looked at you as a friend. I looked at that as a friend. I brought that to my neighborhood. I brought that to Vernon Avenue. And that nigga think it's smiles and faces. My homies, my family, my loved ones sad. They crying. They thinking I'm dying. I'm collapsing. I'm getting blood transfusions. Surgery for 5 hours and 30 minutes. And you think it's funny to say, to get up there and think it's smile? I would have broke his face. Hell no, I'll never go back.
You could see the fury in this man's eyes. You could tell he is not playing. One could think that he's probably saying all this and doing all this for content, but nah, he's a real man. Nah, he's not playing about this. I don't want him as my enemy. That's for sure.
Cause you was just a buster like the rest of these with a sheep over your head, pretending. That's how I feel. So when you watch this, make sure you understand when you watch this what I'm saying. Cause I would never ever talk about it that I call my friend like that. And you think he don't understand what he's saying? He didn't say nothing wrong? You need to go sit down and think to yourself what you said wrong.
Look, even Ross getting scared. He's scared. He like, dang, I feel like he talking to me.
I would never go back to something that can sit up there and what's the name talk.
You don't even know how to respond to this.
And on real, would never ever let it disrespect them in their face. I'm a real, I'm gonna kill you about my respect before I let any talk about me in my face. Understand that.
I called this out from the very beginning. 4Extra and Adam22's first podcast and first interview, when they solidified the 4Extra no jumper deal, they was talking about how they were family, they were meeting each other's kids and families, and they are locked in. I call that out from the very beginning, bro. When you're doing business, especially an employee-employer relationship, it should never be we're family. It should never be you met my family, we're brothers. It should always have an understanding this is business. And when it stops being in the best interest of the business, the working relationship stops. Now, we could probably go on to be friends, have a personal relationship, but as we do this, business relationship is business. I don't think that line was drawn clear enough, and this is the price of it. You presented it as if, well, they both presented it as if y'all were friends.
This made me think about something what he just said, because it was a conversation I was having with the homies earlier today, and I was talking about how, like, you know how if you're in a relationship, like with, you know, a potential significant other or something like that, it's always good to talk about, you know, where boundaries are set, talk about expectations and things. The earlier, the better. I also think that is something that should happen. Look at the still frame with Flockwell. Every still frame, I love them. But you should also establish and figure out boundaries with your friends too, and figure out how they are in certain situations, certain ways, what they expect of you as a friend, even just a friend, like things like that. I think that's something that should happen. Typically that will happen organically over time, but you know, to best prevent a friendship ending, or even just a platonic relationship of any sort ending on a bad note, it's good to establish boundaries with almost anybody, pretty much anybody that you have any relationship with. It's good to establish boundaries early on, but you know, that's just a random thought. You know, I'll be yapping.
4Extra probably believed that they were friends. I think Adam has a hard time navigating between we are friends and I'm also a boss of $1 million company that I have to protect. And that line was not drawn clear enough. And now because 4Extra believed that you guys were friends, he believes, you know, that he now has to enact revenge on you because you snaked him, you backstabbed him, you backdoor him from his perspective, all right? And the reason why I say from his perspective, and I'm not just committing to calling Adam a snake, is because if Adam is not operating under the perspective that this is a friendship, then is he obligated to move as if it's a friendship? Because when Adam responded back to 4Extra, Adam essentially described this as a business relationship, and he don't understand why 4Extra is upset because it's a business relationship.
So he's speaking about me. He's getting very in his feelings, and he makes it clear that it really, really hurt him to see me laughing about what happened to him while he was still in the hospital. Now, I have gone back. I've checked the records, and I have some good news for 4Extra. I was not laughing at you, which should be obvious. I don't know if he's even like pretended to see this footage, but like the idea that I was laughing at him is crazy. Now, what actually is happening in the video that was while he was still in the hospital? Now, granted, I did crack jokes later on, but the thing that was enough for 4Extra to write me off was the fact that Munchie makes a joke. I like literally am sitting there like not laughing. Like, yeah, real funny. And the whole room's laughing. I'm not laughing. It's like, I was going so hard trying to not laugh at some undeniably funny jokes, and that was enough to ruin the 4Extra friendship. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't give a fuck at this point. It feels like this is just, nobody really cares about this as much as me. It still hurts me in my heart that I put so much time and effort and money into building this guy up, and that he just threw me to the side like a dog. As soon as because it's like, listen, I do a podcast with Munchie. He doesn't like you.
Adam doesn't seem very legit to me. He doesn't seem like, he's just, from the stuff that I've been seeing about him, his show is entertaining, and mostly because of the people he brings on the show or his co-hosts. But Adam seems like he's not very legit. I don't know if that, well, I know it's not just me. Plenty of people are saying that about him on the internet, but it just seems like he's not legit. He'll play the victim. He'll do the, I wasn't doing nothing. At any time that he sees it's fit, he doesn't own up to things. He'll snake you and try to make it look like you didn't just get snaked. That's what I be seeing with Adam. But to each their own, I guess.
I don't know why he doesn't like you. Is because you and him are ops. And you've had words before in the past. You guys are never going to get along. And it's just like, it hurts so bad that 4Extra, like, as soon as Munchie makes one joke, just decides to like blame this on me.
But one of the wildest things that Adam said, probably more wild than challenging 4Extra to the fade, was when Adam said, listen, man, all right, I'm done doing business with dummies. Right. And, you know, the reason why he's calling 4Extra dumb is he says he don't understand why 4Extra wouldn't expect for his ops to laugh at his hands on a podcast with the way that he's been moving and acting like the toughest guy in the world the last couple years. So if you're acting that way, you have to see the humor in you blowing up your hand. I think that, like to me, that was wild, right? Because now you could probably see the humor if you're not 4Extra, but of course 4Extra, who blew up his hand, who had blood transfusion, who almost died, who didn't wake up from anesthesia, of course that man wouldn't see the humor in him blowing up his head.
Did buy, according to him, $6,000 worth of fireworks, and then you blew off your hand. Like, how do you at a certain point not feel like, okay, you got to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit?
$6,000 worth.
That's what he says. Doesn't make any sense to me. I have no, like, $6,000 worth of, is that's going to be like a couple pickup trucks.
Buy some Dracos instead. At that point,
it did sound crazy to me too. But all I'm saying is that the fact that
I think we got all the information we need off of this. But let me know what y'all think about this situation and stuff. Like, who's more in the wrong here? I'm more on Team 4Extra, but at the same time, he's just mad at him. No pun intended. But I would be mad too. But trying to call the fade and stuff and all that. And hold up. I think, let's see, somewhere in here, does he show? Yeah, because they showed a clip earlier of Adam calling him out earlier for a fade. Let me see if he actually runs that actual clip.
Get it on right now. So Adam is teetering in territory right now that even I believe
he said it was coming up
is a tad bit bold.
Hey, 4Extra, I just seen a clip of you saying that I was talking shit about you and laughing about you after you got nerfed and your hand turned to a nub. Well, I just want to say that that's cap. In reality, I sent money to your GoFundMe and I was keeping the whole world up to date about what was going on with your goofy ass. So as a result of you lying to the world because you don't want to be honest about the fact that nobody wanted to pay you $50,000 for your interview, I challenge you,
look at his
4Extra, to a fade. I'll see you in the ring.
It looks like Adam don't see it how 4Extra sees it. I think Adam even has a show planned for later today.
Okay, I just wanted to see if they would throw that clip in there, and they did. So this man challenged him to a fade. And see, that's the thing I'm saying about Adam. It's like cowardly moves. Like, all right, so now you hear the dude's mad at you, and you're gonna challenge this Californian gangbanger to a fade after he blew off one of his hands. So he only has one hand. That's why Adam did it, I believe. I believe that's why he did it. Because otherwise, Adam ain't he ain't gonna last 2 seconds in the ring with 4Extra. 4Extra was in the jail, and at least according to him and whatever other sources there are, this man went through 20 fades and came out unfazed. You think Adam22 is finna take him on? No, get out of here. No, Adam22 would get pummeled to a paste. So no. And 4Extra, he's more inclined to deny the fade since he has one hand and he's still bandaged up, as we can see. So that's why Adam challenged him. So nah, I'm team 4 extra on this because I just can't really be team Adam. I haven't seen anything about Adam22 as of lately within at least like a year or two that I would respect him for real. And that's just the way I see it. But really, this whole feud is kind of just like, it should just be deaded, if you ask me. And it's old. This started back in July, for 4th of July. So that's the way I see it. But I'm actually interested to see how this does play out. Like, what if they do end up running the fade? Because then 4 Extra is still gonna beat them down with one hand, and the people would love to see that. So maybe we do get that. I'm not gonna say hopefully. I don't want these two to end up fighting. And even though Adam is a little bit on the different side, I don't want to see him get, you know, super injured or nothing like that. But yeah, just that's really all we got with this one. We just getting updates about this situation, and it's surprisingly still going. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what team y'all on. Y'all team Adam or team 4 Extra? And just give me any other of your other thoughts that you got on this, because this is interesting to see that it's still going this long and getting this heated. But yeah, that's about it. Just, hey, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and any beats that you hear in the beginning and end of this, pretty much throughout this whole video, that's me. You can get it from me. I'll put the link to the exact beat in the description, as well as my website, or you can go to my YouTube. You can go to my producer channel and hear some beats there. I'll be uploading new beats there too soon. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and catch y'all on the next one. I can't do outros at all. I'm gonna leave this in there just so y'all can see how bad I am at these outros. But yeah, peace and love to y'all. Stay blessed.